Are we raising our daughters different than we're raising our boys, our sons? Let's talk about that when we come back. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant. Seems to me we raise our daughters a little different than we raise our sons. We make sure that we put the task of our daughters to be a little bit more responsible when it comes to their education, when it comes to them doing chores around the house, when it comes to them conducting themselves like quote unquote young ladies. And we have a certain expectation for them regarding how they conduct themselves. And the result is it seems like more women are going to college than men. It seems like more women go off to work at an earlier age than men. When I drive around in the city during the morning, I certainly see more women on the bus stop than I do men. When I used to catch public transportation, I certainly used to see more women getting on the trolley and the bus and the subway and the L than I did men. In fact, I used to see men drive their women or walk their women to the bus stop and make sure that they get on public transportation so that they can go to work. And God knows what those guys did after that happened. And so, it seems like women, especially in my community, seem to be a little bit more responsible when it comes to handling their business than men. Now, when we talk about how we raise our boys, we let our boys kind of get away with anything. They don't seem like they want to work. They definitely don't want to do any chores around the house. All they want to do is kind of lay around and play video games and play PlayStation and hang out with their boys and sit on the steps and go to the corner and smoke blunts and, all the things that are just so counterproductive. And they're doing that at a young age. And so when they become young men, they're lost. They have no clue about, how to move into the future. They have no clue about how to take care of themselves. And they don't understand that as men, nobody's going to take care of them. Nobody. They have to take care of themselves. So in more cases than not, degenerate towards doing illegal things to make money. And then we know where that leads. You go to jail, and then, the song kind of continues. We perpetuate the stereotype of African-American men being locked up and, having no future. Then when they come out, they can't get a job. And so as a result, it becomes just a, spinning wheel of negativity when it comes to black men. So I go back to the beginning of this conversation. Are we raising our women a little different than we're raising our men? Is it the fact that there are a lot of single females out there raising these boys and they have no clue as to how they should be raising their boys, and they're treating their boys as if they are their boyfriends and their husbands and not their sons? Should there be more men involved in these boys' lives? And should there be a situation where only a man should be able to raise a man? And do you really believe that? Because there are some out there that say, yeah, women can be the mother and the father. Then there are people who oppose that and say, oh, no, they can't. Only a man understands a man and needs to be raising a man. And then you have women out there that have such bitterness for the fathers of these children that they are disallowing them to be in their lives. And so, the boys don't even know who their fathers are. And then they have some resentment to any other man besides their dad kind of coming into their life. And so it's just a whole negative cycle regarding how boys who are eventually going to turn into men are being raised. And because, again, the majority of these families out here are being raised by females, and females raise females a little different because they understand females a lot different than we do. And so what do we have to do to kind of break that cycle? Where should we go in terms of our mindset regarding how we are raising these boys and these girls in our families? And, what should we really do about that? If you have any comments about that, please leave your comments in the comments section. If you have any reasons why you are disputing what I'm saying, please let me know, because I'm kind of lost as to what some of the solutions are. Well, not so much kind of lost. I have my theories, and as we get further along in some of my rants in the future, I'll talk about that. But if you have some solutions, let us know. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant.